For today's video, it's Meal Prep Monday. Although, if you're watching this today, it comes out. I put out videos on Friday, but it's Monday for me because my only off days from my full-time job is Sunday and Monday. Monday is basically my Sunday, and because I do YouTube the rest of the week after my full-time job, I don't have time to cook a healthy dinner for my partner and I during the week. So on Mondays, I meal prep one meal for us to eat for dinner throughout the week. This week, I'm making spinach mushroom lasagna. We bought these no-boil brown rice lasagna noodles because brown rice pasta is honestly my favorite pasta. I'm gonna put these off to the side until we're ready for it. And typically I would make marinara sauce myself, but girl ain't got time for that, so fat-free marinara sauce from Whole Foods. I've also got the oven heating up to 375 for when I'm ready for that. But first, before we can assemble our lasagna, I need to chop up the veggies, and I'm going to saute them off for just a minute, especially so the mushrooms can release most of their water. And I'm going to make a tofu ricotta. Go ahead and get all of this sauteing up. I don't use oil usually in my meal preps through the week because I want this to be a fairly healthy meal. So I'm just gonna water saute this. Salt and pepper both pans, and I'm also going to put oregano, thyme, and parsley in the veggies, and then I'm going to add some fresh basil a little later. Okay, next I'm going to pick through the spinach. Get it all washed up and ready to go. Got pressed block of firm tofu that I'm just crumbling up into my food processor. I'm going to be using juice of half a lemon. If you don't have lemons and you're just using lemon juice, it's about 1 to 2 tablespoons. This is a pretty juicy lemon, so it looks like I'm gonna get about closer to 2. But lemon to taste. We always have lemons on hand though because we drink lemon water every morning. lemon juice. I think I'm gonna start with half a teaspoon of salt. Might need to add more later because I'm using pink salt, but we'll see. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. Also, I'm making this up on the fly, so it may not turn out. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of miso. If I had yellow miso, that's what I would use, but I don't. I only have red miso. So, might make the color weird, but it'll taste good, right? And then I'm also going to add some thyme, some oregano, and some fresh basil. So it's like an herb ricotta. So let's see, maybe a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of oregano because it's powdered, not just dried. And just a small handful of fresh basil. All right, let's blend it up and see if this worked. Okay. I feel like it looks good. Moment of truth. I'm gonna taste it. I think I put too much lemon. Only use 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, not the whole half a lemon. And I'm gonna add a little more salt. Add another half a teaspoon. Alright, try again. That's pretty good. It's got a really nice texture. I like the herbs. I have to admit though, the only time I ever had ricotta before I was vegan was in lasagna. So I don't know what ricotta actually tastes like. But this is good, I'm gonna go with it. I just took the mushrooms off, they're just about done cooking. At least some of the water out, I still like them to have a little bite. All right, next, I'm gonna make my flaxseed hemp seed parmesan. Super easy, super healthy, super delicious. And it's gonna be the crumble on top of the lasagna. Mix it all up. So as this sits, if you ever worked with flaxseed, ground flaxseed, you know it'll absorb the liquid and it'll get really thick. So I'm gonna set this off to the side and it should get really nice and crumbly. All right, the last thing I'm gonna do to get ready to assemble this lasagna is chop up some fresh basil to put in it. Okay, I think we're about ready to start assembling. Now again, I'm using no boil lasagna, so make sure you check the packaging on what your lasagna requires. I'm going to very gently place all of these. jump back in with another layer of noodles. Done, and we'll see how it turns out. So while my lasagna is in the oven, I'm going to prep the rest of what our meals will be. We usually have a salad with whatever our main dish is, so I'm going to go ahead and chop up some of the veg for that. And also get some of these greens picked and washed. On the carrots or beets or any root vegetable that has greens coming out the top, the greens are constantly sucking the moisture out of your root vegetable. That's what makes them soft. So you want to get those greens off as soon as possible. And we actually bought these yesterday, so I wasn't super worried about taking the tops off then because I knew I'd be meal prepping this morning. But if I know it's going to be a while before I use them, I will immediately take them off before I store my carrots. And they're really easy to just break off. You can save this and use it for stock or soups or just as an herb, but I don't have any use for them right now. Unfortunately, yeah, it didn't blend that well. And also, I'm trying to figure out what the best way of composting for us is. We can bring our compost to the farmer's market, but I'm just not sure what to put compost in right now because we already have a trash can and a recycle bin, and we don't have room for a whole nother trash can sized thing. So we're trying to figure out what our best way of keeping compost until we bring it to the market would be, because putting it in a plastic bag seems to defeat the purpose. And putting it in a can means we have to clean the can, and we live in an apartment, so we don't have a hose. Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas or if you know the best way of keeping and moving your compost from an apartment to a place that takes compost. Still working on trying to figure that one out. But I really, really want to. I really want to compost because we do use so many fresh veggies that I need somewhere to put the scraps, and I don't have time to make stock every week. We bought kale and we bought romaine. Just gonna give this a quick chop so it's a little more bite-sized. I'm gonna give this a good wash and then a good spin. Enjoyed today's video, and I hope it inspires you to do some meal prepping of your own. It doesn't have to be on Mondays. Meal prep Mondays just happen to work out for me. I'm gonna have the recipe linked down below, as well as probably be sending it out in a future recipe email, so make sure you sign up for those. Link down in the description. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be posting pictures of this meal on Instagram hopefully soon. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Now I've got to do this mountain of dishes behind me. I am the Vegan Rainbow. I'll see y'all next week. Bye y'all.